so excited to have our next guest today. Damon Christopher D'Amato is a publisher, writer, and editor of Distinguished Men and Women series books. He is also the founder of Chi to Life Las Vegas. Here to talk about it is Damon. I call him
Hi.
D. How are you?
Wonderful.
This is great. I'm so happy that you can make it today.
Of course, anything for you. This
Thank
is a
you.
wonderful opportunity. I love what you've done.
Thank you.
Yes, you look wonderful tonight. So.
Thanks.
Yes.
So tell us about what Chi is, because you're doing so many things. I can't keep up with you. I mean, you do the Most Distinguished Men and Women series.
Yes.
Actually, I had the privilege of being on it last
Yes,
year.
you were featured.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
featured.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
And so first, let's talk about that. Then go into the other things that you do.
Go into the Chi?
Yeah, we'll talk. Let's talk about the Most Distinguished Men and Women.
Oh, wow. Well,
book
the
series.
Distinguished Women and Men publications, they really honor the men and women in our community in Nevada, in the whole state of Nevada. And we go through their life history, their biography. I had the opportunity to actually interview over 600 men and women in our state, and these are
Fantastic.
people, high-profile people in government, in the arts and entertainment, like you. A number of your guests, I believe, have been on the show.
Yes,
have been featured
Raja
in the
was
book.
featured
Raja
on
was here
the-
today.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
Murray,
yes,
and
yes.
So,
And
yeah, I photographed them. I interviewed them. I spent time to get to know what what makes them tick, and it was a unique experience. It was wonderful and so rewarding. And my mom, Carol Bellmeyer, she was the founder of the Distinguished Women and Men series that started back in 1989.
Now, what sets this apart, the book, is that it sits in the Book of Congress in Washington D.C. in the White House, right? For
Yes.
generations to
Yes,
to come.
it's historical. It really kind of accounts like who was doing what when at
Who
that
is
time,
who?
who was making an impact in our community at that time. So it's recorded history in these hardcover books, and I'm very just proud to be a part of it, and all the wonderful people that do so much for our community, and to highlight their contributions is just an honor for me.
That's so amazing. Now, how did tell us? So now you're doing Chi,
Yes.
aside from the Most Distinguished Men and Women. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to talk about this because I've gone to your classes
Yes.
and I feel so good after.
Yeah, well,
And not a lot of
yeah.
people know about the Chi. So tell us.
Yeah, well, we all do have Chi. It's internal, but Chi to life is really, I say, what is the key to life? What is the key to success? Key to relationships? Key to health? The key to life is the Chi to life, which is to simply breathe. It's a movement. It's a consciousness. It's an awareness that we're putting out there based on the principles of Supreme Science Qigong, founded by Jeff Primack. And what Qigong is just energy put into practice, and we do it through movement. We do it through deep breathing. It balances the body. You become in harmony in your mind, body, and spirit. Just even out through high, vibrant, nutritional type of food. It's very specific things, and putting all that together is a way to absorb the Chi. Now, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I do just promote, to be healthy and strong and happy, to be like human optimization through the Qigong.
Now, what's the difference between this and Tai Chi and any other martial arts?
Well, Tai Chi is a little bit different. The Qigong is like the grandfather of Tai Chi. So the movements are not as fluid in Tai Chi. They're faster moving kind of. But Qigong is through the breath, a lot of the pranayama type of breathing that we incorporate into it. And it's strength through stillness. So there's tremendous power within remaining still in the postures, but we focus heavily on breathing techniques that allow you to find calmness, peace, inner peace. So it's really amazing.
So who can this benefit? Like people that have like ADD, ADHD?
Anybody that is breathing or has blood in their veins can benefit from this. So, but yeah, we actually work with veterans and veterans groups, people with PTSD issues, anxiety, anger issues. It allows them, we do a thing called 9-breath method, which is a technique that you can change your mind, body, and emotions in less than a minute. So when you have that trigger, that's just this overwhelming fear or something that comes on, you once you learn this, you're able to go, okay, I have this ace in the back of my pocket. I can throw down, and I know how to snap myself out of it. I have control. I am not a prisoner in my brain. I can figure myself out of this, and I've helped a lot of people. It's been very effective, and I absolutely love it. I feel that I am a missionary on a mission, and to help people. And this is also people dealing with like celebrate recovery, like drug and alcohol issue, things like that, when they're going through the end process to be able to, when they feel the trigger, to come on. But on the other end of it, though, people that, like our main thing right now is we're going into local businesses, we're going into companies, and we're sharing these ideas to help people have a more vibrant, powerful
and
life,
positive
more energy,
outlook.
and instead of going on a coffee break or going on a smoke break, we'll go on an oxygen break, and we do chi building or team building kind of thing. We'll actually show them how to breathe in a way that if you have to give a presentation or public speaking, or make that call to close that deal, that and you're not always there. You could have a sick child at home. You could have something's going on, and you're just not in the moment. So how do you get there when you're not always ready for performance? And 9-breath method allows you that freedom to get focused, to get energized, to get whatever is going on, that burden, wash it away, and be in the moment, be mindful, and you can perform at a level that is significant and empowering, and you just feel great. So that's what we're really going for right now is going into local companies and businesses.
And you also work
teaching
with
this.
a lot of veterans, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. So So what made you transition to this, or how long have you been doing this?
About 8 years. I've been involved in martial arts for about 25, but this took root about 8 years ago, and it was a calling. It really. It's my purpose. I love doing the books. I love that interaction. But this, I found that I identified with. I felt it became a touch of spirit that opened up inside me and allowed me this freedom. And I knew it was one of those things that I just knew it was my calling. And I want ultimately just to share this with everybody that I possibly can, no matter what that it is. And people in need. There was a gentleman at the local gym that I ran into that was going into like a rage situation, and I saw it, and I took him aside. And this person I did not know, and I took him into the racquetball court, and I literally spoke with him for a moment, and he was a veteran, and it just happened to be so. I sat him down, and we just breathed for it was about 10 minutes, and all of a sudden he's like, it just was gone.
Wow,
And,
this is so interesting to me because I have tried it. This is why I am so in awe of what you do. I mean, while you're talking and explaining the different things, I'm like really, really excited because I have been there. I have been in that situation, and I want everybody to try this because this is just so amazing. It actually relieves stress. It heals you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
yeah, it's
right.
It absolutely. Like other types of meditation doesn't always work for everybody, and one of the reasons why is they can't get their mind to quiet down. They can't get their thoughts out of their brain. So when you do intentional breathing, focused breathing, and when you have it assisted by somebody like myself, a practitioner, to speak you through it, it allows your brain to shut off, and then you can focus just on the breath, and that's the freedom that you have so that you can feel a full body vibration and be able to let go, and even for that moment, but that space and time is critical, and it's healthy for you. You're oxygenating all the internal organs, you're purifying the blood, you're doing so many wonderful things. So there are health benefits strictly, you could just go by that, and then other people, they really do feel either a spiritual connection or not even that, or just their footing in the universe. Like, I understand where I belong. So whatever the spectrum it is for them, they create their own unique signature on what it means to them, and that they just keep that to themselves, But I love working with all these senior citizens also. Have been a big part through the postures, allows them to build muscle strength, bone density, and also people that have maybe even pulmonary type of issues and so on. The lungs can regenerate to a certain degree through the breathing. My uncle, who was 84 years old, he was put into hospice, given 4 months to live. We put him into breathing, and we're doing smoothies. So the nutrition was a big part of it. High, vibrant, phytochemical type of diet. And 4 months has turned into 4 years.
Wow.
So, like that's just a personal testament. But it is possible. And find that calmness and longevity and vitality. And like I said, I just want to share this with as many people. And I thank you so much for having me come on and be able to get this out there.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, one last thing.
Yeah.
What is your main focus with Chi to Life and your plan to share this gift?
Oh, well.
And the knowledge of healing.
Right now, we're like I said, is going into local businesses and companies and be able to do it. Whether you've got 20 people in your company or 100 people, we can customize it. Be 30 minutes to 60 minutes, whatever time is allotted, and we actually really get them into it. We allow them to be able to internalize the energy, that it's tangible, it's real, like water is to a swimmer, air is to a Qigong practitioner. It becomes tangible, palpable, and they get to feel like, wow, this is really something. Then we go through what's called the 9 vitals of certain nutrition aspects of it. We get into detail for the presentation. And lastly, we get everybody in the room to actually do the breathing. So they're able to get just flushed out and breathing again, deep breathing, so they can wow. And it's really amazing. So it's very interactive. And it's something that is tangible. They really get value in that, and they understand it. And if they identify with it, then they reach out to us, and we can begin our journey.
Is there a website that they can visit you or find out about what you're doing, and your phone number? Can you tell our viewers what that is?
It is qigong.vegas. That's QIGONG.Vegas. And you can reach me directly at 702-286-5550.
Thank you so much, Damon, for being here. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate everything that you're doing in the community.
You're the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching FYI with Rowena. I'd like to thank all my guests for being here today, and see you next time.